Hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last episode, we were looking at the crime scene. Turns out this is shards of a glass bottle, and I believe it's one of these. There are 4 red bottles lined upon the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. I want to say that 2 bottles are missing. I know I looked at this earlier, but I can't remember how many bottles there were. I can't remember if there were 5 or 6. And I know there are 2 empty spaces, so I'm a little bit curious there. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottles? Makoto! Put 2 and 2 together, please! That's what you're wondering.
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh, yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Monokuma bottle has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. But I don't think that's what killed her. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf bloodstain has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay. So she throws up blood. Here's the thing, she could have thrown up the blood here and then walked to the chair for comfort. Most people who commit suicide, they don't... Like, you're not gonna stay standing in one place. That doesn't make sense. You are probably going to go and sit down or lie down. Something like that. She wouldn't have, if she drank the poison over there, she wouldn't have just stayed standing and then collapsed to the floor. I think it would make sense that she would walk back to the chair and sit down. Maybe, I don't know. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah. I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back into my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much? But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now now. They've lost all their flavor. Oh! Oh, that kind of makes me want to cry. Shit. Oh. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okie doke. Let's see. There's this. Yeah, this is that Protein Zyme X. However, oh, someone's being sneaky here. It's on top of the glass. If it was on the floor when the glass broke, the glass would be on it or it would be around it. This was placed. This was placed after the glass shattered. Tut tut. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Have you noticed the glass? Huh? What is it?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter? Makoto! Makoto, someone's trying to plant shit!
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I've already have. I noticed it right away, don't you worry. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Empty protein drink has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, am I missing anything? I've spoken to everyone. I'm not... Okay, there's this chair. Also, one sec. This stuff isn't popping up, did? Yeah! Okay, so it doesn't... When you when you tab a crime scene, it doesn't pop everything up. It only shows things that are relevant to the crime. So this... That same shelf full of magazines. There's all kinds of different magazines here. Okay. I don't understand why that's important, but okay. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Okay. I think that's everything. I think we can leave. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only noticeable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there's no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that, because Sakura moved it. It's like what I was saying with Hifumi. Sometimes the simplest answers are the right ones. Hifumi wasn't dragged. He wasn't, no one struggled with him off, up the flight of stairs. Hifumi got up and walked. No one tampered with the door. No one tampered with the chair. Sakura got up and put the chair under the doorknob. That's it. So the killer must have created the locked room from the inside, not from the outside. Rec room door has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Bitch, you don't need to tell me to go in your place. I'll go in my place. Thank you. Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. You mean since she decided to act like a 2-year-old? But she's right, I do have to go talk with the others because I want to go talk with them, not because you told me to. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Okay. I would like to leave. Let me out. Let me out, please. Ah? There we go. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Well, thank you for teleporting me. Okay. Now, which were their rooms? I can't... Oh, Taka. That's me, that's Mondo. Junko. Toko! There we go. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
Who's there?
It's me! The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
I want to talk to you about the murder, love.
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
Why were you in a good mood? She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
That's like a maybe. Oh. Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something? I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. What?
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she'd asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? Please stop calling him that. You deserve better. I just said two, didn't I? Yes, you did. I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough that I'm going back to my room? With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. And that's Celeste. That's Chihiro. Oh, sweetheart. Now, it was this one, there we go. No, yes, that is Heroes. I'm sorry, I'm having a moment. My throat hurts, I'm boiling hot. I'm sorry for all of the confusion that I've been going through kind of with this set of recordings. Hopefully the next lot won't be quite so confused. I press the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? I need to talk. Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How'd you know about that? Again, someone who has absolutely nothing to hide wouldn't react like that. They'd just be like, oh yeah, sure I did, but nothing happened. Hiro's been acting so fucking weird, I don't.
Could it be...
What? Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? No, it's because I asked people stuff and they told me. But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Why? So many tongue fumbles. I should also add, I'm incredibly stressed, which I don't think is helping with the tongue fumbles. I have to record one more episode today, so we'll have recorded 4 episodes today. That's 2 hours. And then tomorrow I have to record 2.5 hours. And then I'll have recorded everything I need for Danganronpa to, you'll have plenty of episodes to watch whilst I'm away. And it will also give me time to get back into the swing of recording once I come back. So it's really rather stressful. It's all good though. I cope decently well with stress. I think at least. I just tongue fumble a lot. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. So you went and saw her then? What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well... When she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She, Why are you lying?
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. You're talking out your arse. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Hiro, why you lying? Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Okay, I've also realized I have not been gathering thumbnails. Oh well, it's fine. Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually...
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
Don't look at me!
I haven't seen her since then! Bullshit. while I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter through the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Hiro. Okay, so here, I was thinking, this might not be evidence, but we can lie to him. We can lie to him and say it's evidence. So clearly he has those candies. Here's the thing, we don't know who the wrapper belonged to. We don't know if it was from the candy that Hina gave Sakura, or if it was a candy wrapper that fell out of Hiro's pocket. Either way, it really doesn't matter. We can lie to Hiro, say we know it's his, and then he'll tell us the truth. Huh?
Huh? What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again. That's why he wanted to get into the crime scene. He wanted to it is his candy wrapper. It is. And shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. You're lying. You're lying, and now we have evidence. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Pocket trash. That's cute. If I had a band, I'd call it Pocket Trash. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein candy found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So, where should I start? Well, which is closest? That's what I'm thinking. That's... Is this the floor with the rec room? It is. So we'll go there first then.
Hey.
So, Makoto, how's your investigation going? Swimmingly, I think you'll find. And it's none of your business. I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. Hiro is definitely lying. Byakuya is telling the truth, I think. He's not the type who would go to a meeting with someone that he thought would possibly kill him. He absolutely wouldn't. Toko, I'm not sure about. I'm kind of iffy there. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying, and it's very clearly Hiro. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time. Okay, first I want to look at this. Okay, I'm assuming this is just going to be very similar to what it was before. I gave that to Sakura. She got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. Okay, but Makoto isn't gonna be like, aha, okay. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Bitch, I'm not staring off into space! Let me work at my own pace, please. Well, yeah, I know, but...
Hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? Again, Kyoko, just because you are capable of doing that doesn't mean that Makoto is. He might throw up. That would contaminate the crime scene, and it would be all your fault. Let the boy work. There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
it's true.
That's totally normal. Then why are you making him seem like a little bitch? Kyoko, could you not? Then how could you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here. Oh. Is that like regular vomit? Like, oh, over there you have the vomited blood, but like, is that? I don't know. Her shoes?
correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? It's powder, okay. Okay. Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yellow powder has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. Oh, that's why there are 2 bottles missing. Okay. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I think I don't... I think Toko did come and see her. I'm kind of... I think... So I know Hiro's lying. I know he is. I think he must have backed Sakura over the head. The glass shatters. I don't know the order, that's the thing. One of 2 things happened. Either Hiro came in first, he bashes Sakura over the head, and here's the thing, Hiro, he's not the kind to think logically. In a crisis, I think Toko would do better, so this is why I'm kind of labeling it in this fashion. Hiro comes in, bashes her over the head, he's like, oh fuck, and he runs away. Toko comes in, bashes her over the head, and thinks, oh fuck, but she cleans up after herself. She disposes of the other bottle. It either happened like that, or Toko came in first, bashed her, cleaned up, left. Hiro comes in, bashes her, doesn't bother to clean up, runs the fuck away. That's the only explanation I have for both bottles being missing, yet we have one of the bottles on the floor. That's what I think. But instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So, that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Okie doke, and you know what? I am almost out of time, so I'm going to end the episode off right here. In the next one, I believe it was the bottles and the magazine shelf we had to look at. So, until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.